let's get to the chase. I want to talk to you about a certain game, which is actually in the title, so no mysteries. If I say one more turn, you say Civilization. Of course, Civilization. One more turn, please, and you finish playing at 4 in the morning. I love and hate this game so much. But why am I talking to you today about Civilization? Of course, it's because we got some gameplay and a video from the Civ 7 team, which is great. And we need to talk about it because Firaxis is taking great risk for Civ 7. Some things I love, something I'm like, oh my God, what are you doing? And we're going to talk about this today. So, first things first, it's released on February 11th, 2025. You can pre-order now. And by pre-ordering, you will get a one free Civilization pack, which means let me remind you of the global Civilization franchise rule. Do not, please do not, or if you want, buy day one simply, or you can buy day one, but you know that Civilization will come back with a base game, a very base game, very basic. And then they're going to have 1, 2, 3 major DLC, which are going to really improve the game. And then, yes, finally, it's going to start looking like a real game. Civ 6, when I played it day one, right? And compared to Civ 5, which was really well done and finalized and everything, I was so disappointed in 6. When it's not a bad game, but you have to wait for the DLCs, the dozen of Civilization package, which please don't buy one by one. Wait to have a Civ pack in 5 years, of course, yeah, in 4 or 5 years on the Steam sale or something, because it's interesting to have Civs, but at $7-10 a Civilization, it's getting hard to breathe, right? A Civ is a very high paying game for Firaxis, but for your pockets too. I get the excitement, I really want to play it, but calm down on your wallet, right? So now that the rules are down, let's talk about Civ 7. Let's start with this. What you will have same as before. You will have the wonders, the buildings, the wonders that you have and give you bonus to your civilization. You will have city-states, as usual, independent cities. You will have landmarks when you travel across the land, right? You will have this for the same. I'm sure it's going to be revamped, but again, same trade, diplomacy, war system, nothing new and those and there. That's all the same. Take Civ 6 with its very beautiful. Honestly, just take a look at the videos. Honestly, this game is going to be very pretty. All right, so that's basically the same as before. Now, what's new? Apart from the fact that it's beautiful. City sprawl the same as in 6, right? It's not condensed in one tile like in 5. It's sprawling across several tiles. Not sure it's going to be same as in the district base like in 6. It looks like it's really a city expanding, so I don't know if it's a visual aspect of having houses next to, I don't know, your water mill or something. If it is, it's very beautiful. If it's not, I'm not sure how it works there, but you will have your city sprawling and it's pretty and it's great. I really like this, but again, nothing major. It was already there in 6. What's going to change? Ages. You're not going to have 8 or 9 ages this time. You're going to have only 3. Antiquity, exploration, and modern. And why? And that's where they are taking risk, big risk. At each new age, you will have to choose a new civilization. So let's put it here. You're playing Civilization, you choose Egypt at the starter. You do not finish your game with Egypt. Let it sink, because that could break your immersion very much. Yes and no. Wait a second. It makes sense in the fact that if you take Egypt, then it evolves in Greece. Cleopatra was Greek, but Pharaoh of Egypt, right? So it evolved in Greece. That's fine. And then Greek could evolve in Romans, which is the natural evolutions. And Romans could evolve, I'm not sure into what, because they got destroyed. And then, anyway, that could be like, if you are looking at different ages throughout our history, that could be a natural way to raise your civilization. Egypt, Greece, Rome. And I'd be fine with it. You can do the same with Chinese and Mongols, whatever. But that's something that you can do. Yes, there will be an historical pass through the game, but that's not necessarily the best pass, because you can evolve to brand new civilization which has nothing to do with what you have, simply because it's strategically better for your game. I'm not sure. I don't want to say stupid things, but from what I saw, you could go from Egypt to Aztec. There's nothing in commons, but the perks would align with your gameplay. And that's what they are trying to do here. You will see the leaders are changed. There's lots of new mechanics, but what they want to do is to make it far more sandbox for you to make your own strategy. Finished the time where you had to pick, I want to pick this civilization because I know they are terrible early game because they're a slow civilization and it's gonna be hard in the first part of the game, but they are wonderful at the end, and you would play like this, right? Here, no. Here you take Egypt, you take all the benefits of Egypt for the first age. Then at the end of an age, you will have a crisis. You take Rome, the fall of Rome. You will have to navigate through a crisis. To be determined. I saw the video, I didn't see the crisis there, but I know that at the end of an age, you will have a crisis to overcome. And then you choose another civilization. And to do that, you choose perks you want to keep as a legacy from your old civilization. Take a new civilization to fit your gameplay, or if you're like me, to not break immersion and you want to keep historical accuracy. And just in case you are terrible at history, which I won't blame you for, of course, you cannot know all of the civilization. You will have little indicators on the civilization to tell you what would be historically accurate versus what is complete bullshit. But again, you keep legacy bonuses. Does it fit with this historical civilization? No. I'd rather take this one. It historically complete historical nonsense, but with this, I know that I'm gonna rock the next stage. Remember, there's only 3 stages, so you can't allow yourself, like in 6, to fall into a dark age, to ramp up and go into a golden age. You can't do that there. That's not possible. So that's one of the things which is both great strategically and incredibly dangerous, because people like me who are extremely invested in the accuracy of Civilization, because Civilization is an history game, I'm waiting to see what it's going to be, because that's risky. And it's great. The game is reinventing itself, which it needs to. Oh, we'll see where it lands. All right. Firaxis is having massive balls for doing this. Let me tell you that right away. And I respect them for that. I don't know how it's going to end up. But that's it. And by moving Civilization, my understanding, and please tell me if I got it wrong, because there was lots of information, but you do not change leader. Even if you go from Egypt to Rome, you will keep your pharaoh lady. And leaders now are having evolutions, like in an RPG, through the ages and through quests and through things, technology and stuff. You will be able to, they will have a tech tree for leaders, and they will get attributes. So they will evolve, which is great, because right before you had your leader, but apart from being your leader, and didn't really have anything specific apart from his base game bonus, right? So he's gonna evolve, and that's a very good thing. So we talked about the ages, we talked about the civilization switch, we talked about the fact that there's a crisis at the end of an age. Leaders are selected independently from civilizations. I didn't get that one. Yes, I know that you can have a pharaoh in Rome. Doesn't make sense, but fair enough. If you understood this one, please explain it to me, because I'm a bit slow, it's late. But in this civilization, they really want to make a mix and match the perks of civilization and leader. So you have, just for you to have the best strategy to win. In the strategy field, it's great. In the historical accuracy, it's a disaster. Civilization being an historical game, you see my problem. Interesting mechanic. The world map is expanding, literally expanding when you go into a new age. And that's great. I really love this, because before, as you recall, you had to research, I don't know which technology it was, but certain technology to uncover oil or aluminium or whatever. And then it would appear on the map where there was nothing before. Here, your map is like this, raise the age of exploration. your map is going to expand like this. And by expanding, there will be new landmarks, there will be new resource, and it's basically a race between you and the other civilization to expand as fast as you can so they don't conquer your little place in the sun. So that's a very interesting mechanic, and I'm completely fine with this. Combat wise, I don't know if it's going to change something or if it's just animation and texture. But recall in Civilization, you had one tile with a soldier, one tile with a soldier, one attacks, the other defend. That's it. Here, the animation, and I don't know how it's going to affect combat, but once the units are engaging, they engage until death. They will constantly attack each other. We'll see. I don't know really how it works because, of course, if you see that you are losing, hopefully, I hope that you can pull your units out before it dies. I hope. Or if it's just animation that while you're waiting for the turn, they keep attacking each other and it doesn't make any difference. I don't know. We'll see. But that's one of the change which was advertised combat-wise, and I don't exactly know what effect it will have, but it looks cool. At least like the fact that they are fighting each other rather than just shooting and retreating. I admit it looks really cool. And that's basically it from what I got from the video. I must have missed thousands of stuff because there was lots of information there. So please come and debate with me. Do you think it's good what these axes are taking, putting the historical away to give more room for strategy? I'm really afraid of it because it doesn't attract me much. I understand in some games the strategy is important, and of course civilization is important, but it's important as it goes along with the historical background, right? It's called civilization. So I don't know. Tell me, what do you think on that point? Tell me all the other point I missed because I really want to know. I'm gonna play this game, right? Whatever I'm thinking about it, I'm a Civ fan since ages, really ages. I can't even remember what my first Civ game was. Yes, please come and argue in the comments. I'm very happy to talk with you about this.